Continuing on with the championship trend, because the streak is a title in and of itself exclusive to WrestleMania, and it will be on the line as Brock Lesnar challenges The Undertaker. We've been waiting for something, anything to hook us in this feud. Could it have come in the form of Brock Lesnar finally showing some dominance? He hit Undertaker with the F5, which served as the final sell for this match with the Dead Man. So I ask, one final time, did that convince us that Brock Lesnar has a chance to beat the streak at WrestleMania 30?
Was that an April Fool's joke?
Hey, I just asked a question.
Look, man, Brock Lesnar wasn't the right opponent in my eyes. Like, the build-up, there was no build-up, really. Every single promo that they cut, be it Paul Heyman or Brock Lesnar yelling or Undertaker speaking on the mic, everything boiled down to, I'm going to win the match at WrestleMania. Like, there was no reason for them to be in this feud in the first place. Part of the fun of watching an Undertaker match at WrestleMania is the allure of the prospect that Undertaker might actually lose the match. And you don't get any of that here. Brock Lesnar, there's no way in hell that he's walking out having ended the streak. There's no benefit to WWE having that happen, especially when he's going to be gone in the next couple months or so. And you're going to use the streak to build a star. You're not building a star by Brock Lesnar ending it. So it might be an entertaining match, but ultimately it's going to be downgraded because I know that no matter what, no matter how many F5s Brock Lesnar drops on him, Undertaker's going to kick the fuck out. So I'm picking Undertaker.
Undertaker wins.
Anything else?
Not really. I'm an asshole, Mark. I've kind of made my peace on the subject at this point.
Well, that F5, that F5 was such a good F5 that just maybe, I'm joking, nah, the Undertaker's got this. I'm hoping at the end of this match, Cena's already had his match. Cena's defeated Bray Wyatt, and he's like, you know what, I need a challenge. And then at the end of the match, we see Cena come down that ramp and challenge Taker next year at WrestleMania. That's all I can hope for. That's all I can hope for. I don't want Sting versus Taker. I just want this match. The Cena versus Taker. Just give me that. Just give me that
Hey,
match.
you know he's just waiting in the rafters.
And you just talked about having an opponent who can actually win. Sting's not going to win. Like, there's no way Sting's going to beat Taker. Cena can. Cena actually can, because WWE are dumb. So, give us that.
Nice rationale there.
Okay, let me just go in on something Brandon mentioned there. The whole Brock Lesnar F5 bit, you brought it up as if you really believed it gave Lesnar a chance at Mania, but of course, you were joking. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for the fucking announce team on Raw. They really pissed me off. One thing that I absolutely cannot stand is when they try to force feed bullshit that has absolutely no semblance of truth or reality. They knew the build for this match was friggin' terrible, so they go completely over the top and lose their fucking minds over an F5? Wow, I can't believe it. That's all I needed to convince me that the streak is over. The streak is gonna end this Sunday at WrestleMania. Are you fucking kidding me? Really? As if The Undertaker won't kick out of 15 fucking F5s come WrestleMania, but we're supposed to believe just one F5 is enough to convince us that Brock Lesnar is going to be the first person to defeat Undertaker at WrestleMania? Sit your ass down. Now that I've gotten my little mini rant out of the way, on to the situation surrounding this match as a whole. Someone left a comment on one of the clips from the last episode of PWTR saying something to the tune of, we're getting Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania because fans have wanted to see this match for 3 years. Well, there's a huge difference between wanting to see a match for 3 years and wanting to see a match 3 years ago. At the time when The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar had that confrontation at the UFC event, the idea of them facing each other was fresh and innovative. He was still in the UFC at the time. But since then, Brock has lost the luster of the mixed martial arts badass infiltrating WWE with the reign of terror. He's been assimilated into the roster and now he's just one of the boys. The only difference is he doesn't show up as much as the rest of them do. So with the magic that fueled the original idea of Brock vs. Taker gone, it'd be easy to concede that WWE had this insurmountable task in building this match. And I'd believe that had WWE themselves not shown me that that was a friggin' lie. There were many avenues here that could have given us something tangible to hold on to that were teased, but for some reason they never found a solid story to tell. They could have explored The Undertaker's mortality, take advantage of the belief that this could quite possibly be his last WrestleMania. And it's going to happen at the hand of Brock Lesnar because he just doesn't want to end the streak, he wants to end The Undertaker. But nope. What about putting an interesting twist on the rematch pattern that has been established? Use Brock Lesnar as a vessel of Paul Heyman's to fulfill his vendetta against Taker, maybe even WWE as a whole. They took ECW from him, so he's going to take the streak from WWE. He'd be that one blight, that one dark spot on this bright and shining jewel of one of the most storied and prestigious entities in WWE history. Those are just a few things thrown out there to show that even if it was nearly impossible for them to convince people that Brock had the slightest chance to win, they still had one achievable task: to entertain. And they didn't do that either. I was sitting back watching a segment on Raw while Brock was circling the ring, and I was asking myself, do I even care if he gets in the ring or not? And to be honest, I didn't, because I don't even know what the hell they're feuding about. Of course, the streak is at the center, but the heat between Brock and Taker is non-existent. The only reason I care about this match is because I need the streak to stay intact for what I want to happen next year. Meaning that this match is destined to be just another placeholder in history. And when it comes to the streak, like I said, it's a title in and of itself. The fact that we're going through this for the second year in a row, it sucks. It really does.
Yeah, that'd have been awesome the way that you described it. It should have been billed as Undertaker against Paul Heyman and his crew rather than just straight up Undertaker against Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, and that's just little stuff to just throw out there. Like, it was possible. I tried to give WWE the benefit of the doubt, and I'm like, yeah, this was a tough sell, but honestly, there was shit that you could do to make people interested in this match. The fact that you put no effort in at all, like the streak, it's a great platform, it's a great foundation, but you're supposed to build up on that foundation. That's how you get to the point where you have a fucking house. But shit, with this, we're living on fucking a concrete slab. Nothing. No.
So we're living in Arizona?
No blankets, no pillows, nothing. A fucking
still sounds like
slab.
Arizona.
You know, hey, I don't claim this place. I just live here.
Oh, you're on the sidewalk in Detroit.
It's not Arizona.
Anything more to say on Undertaker and Brock Lesnar?
Did I mention Undertaker was going to win?
Yes, you did.
Then we're all good.
Okay.